Great buzz around Emirates Old Trafford as Monday Night Cricket sets sail between the London Spirit and the Manchester Originals at the weekend in Cardiff against the Welsh Fire. It has not been a pretty start for the Manchester Originals men. Their record here at Old Trafford is pretty average, only winning 1 in every 3. They've won 5 from 15, and 22 and 23. But they need something special to get 1 in the win column. Good news for them is that they won the toss and elected to bat first. They have made 3 changes. Ben McKinney, the tall left-handed opener from Durham, is in for Matty Hurst. Farhan Ahmed, the off-spinner, in for George Garton. And Sir James Anderson is left out in favour of England international Josh Tong. As for the Spirit, Ollie Pope comes in for Keaton Jennings, Ollie Stone for Luke Wood, and Jaffa Chohan, the leg spinner from Yorkshire, in for Dan Worrell. So an all-new opening attack for London Spirit. We're at 0-0. We're ready to get underway this Monday night in the men's competition. One bright spot for the Manchester Originals is the form of Phil Salt. How they dearly need him to make his mark tonight. Away we go. And as the smoke clears, the Originals kick off with a couple. And it's a good evening to Natalie Germanos. Slapped away, sliced over the top, down towards deep third it goes. The first boundary for Salt and the Originals. Flashed away. Just freed the arms, allowed the pace of the ball to do the work. Goodness me. Shot out of a cannon, that one from Phil Salt. You just can't afford any width. Heaved away, shouts a catch, they are in vain. He is a powerful young man, is Ben McKinney. Over extra cover this time. One bounce into the stands. Down the ground, met on the full. 6 more. Adam on to the score. McKinney's got his iron, and it's raining 6s here at Old Trafford. Oh, that's massive. That's absolutely enormous. Goodness me, the trajectory of that, all Sean Dixon can do. Flicked into space. Now we see the wrists of Ben McKinney. Now he's not got all of this. Jaffa Chohan is in the deep and has safe hands. And the fun is over for Ben McKinney. Thoroughly entertained whilst he was there, but the wily head of Jamie Overton sees him walk back to the pavilion as Jos Buttler enters the fray. Not got going as yet. Just beyond the dive of Chohan, and it will be a boundary to complete the power play.
Got underneath it and has got enough of it as well. He's a powerful player, Phil Salt.
Just rocked back, didn't go too deep into the crease. It's almost kind of a step hit, but on that back foot.
Hang on, go on, Stoney. Oh.
To kind of play.
High in the air, should be taken, is taken. So the plan coming out of that strategic timeout into the surface. Simple catch, he's not going to drop that, Overton. And they needed a wicket, and they got the big wicket of Salt.
Jos Buttler does that pretty well, though. just in his slot, and a wristy flick right down the ground brings him 6. Well, he's just flicked it. Very fine. Clarkson picks up his first boundary. Through the gap and all the way for 4. Just pushed the hands at it, angled the bat just so. Yeah, I think it does. Thumped away despite the despairing dive of Jamie Overton, putting his body on the line. Clarkson's found the middle.
Makes some room for himself, but not enough. Third wicket falls just at a stage when the Originals are looking to push their foot on that accelerator.
Clarkson just couldn't get going. 24 from 17.
Brilliant! What a fabulous catch from the captain. And a lovely moment for the 23-year-old to celebrate his first 100 wicket.
Good from Williamson to give the responsibility to the young man. And Chapman's short stay. Gone for 2, 136 with 14 balls left.
Really slow from Chohan, and Gregory picked it up. That is a lovely piece of batting straight down the ground. Straight he goes, and starting his last 10 deliveries with 4. Gone just when they needed him to remain a bit longer and push on. Yeah, that hurt. He hit it hard, but it's gone straight to Overton.
A little bit like a tennis shot. He's got good hands, Jamie Overton. Another good innings. Probably not as fluent as we've seen him in his career, but 46 from 37.
Well, he was going to go after it. You just expected it. And in the end, they've left it for each other. David Warner, Kane Williamson, who opened the batting together in the previous game, have said, no, yours, no, yours.
Each other. I think Williamson thought it was Warner's. Warner's thought it was Williamson's. Yeah, it was one of them ones no one really committed.
Right, now he goes leg side, does Gregory. This time, straight into the hands of Ollie Pope.
Trying to go into the surface to the bigger boundary square to gamble, because they could hit you out the park, but if they don't get it up in the air, simple catch. So Gregory's innings gone. 10 off 5 deliveries.
Oh, it's a nasty one for Norama to face. First up. Originals crowd are cheering because they know that bit of extra runs just pushes them past the 160 mark, and the target will be 164. A long way their highest score of the season, the Manchester Originals. They won the toss, said they would bat first, and they must feel happy about it. Probably will know they've left some runs out there, but they've definitely got something to play with.
Sonny Baker, exciting talent. Johnson, David Warner set the foundations in that last game.
2, 1, go OT.
164 then required. What a start. Yeah, that is the way. Stuart Broad style, going from leg stump to off stump. Again, that is decent. That is good pace, good line, good length. And he's off and running then for David Warner. He's probably glad to be down that other end for a minute. Get out of the firing line, yeah. Little wry smile to Sonny Baker.
Bowling at the world's best. Another one here in Kane Williamson, as I said, one of the Fab Four.
Oh, that is a good delivery. Seriously good delivery. That is a good looking shot. Down the ground, just over pitch. It's a half volley in a way. Warner keeps his shape, and they've got their first boundary. Only needs one ball, David Warner, one shot to try and get into a bit of form. Uses that short of a length delivery and goes all the way for a maximum. Powered pass mid-wicket, this will run away for a boundary. Just had to wait, another pace-off delivery in a way. Little bit of a scoop. It just lands short of Noor Ahmed. And pick up another single, but it's just not easy at the moment. And the Originals have got the game at the moment.
That's a great shot. Shot again, and once again helped to the leg side behind square for 4. First ball, and that's cleared the boundary rope.
It's the captain, and fancy had he been right on the boundary edge, and you've got to judge where your best position is when you're riding the boundary.
Gotcha. That's through, in the air, but effective, a boundary. Yeah, past short third with the reverse sweep for 4. Switch it, and spin seems to be bringing runs. That's a great shot over extra cover by Kane Williamson. Again, wavered from Gregory, and another boundary. That's a brilliant shot, Duggars. Look at that. One down the leg side conventional, and then a reverse sweep.
And you're right, Kumar, in the fact that Manchester Originals, you know, they've got the noses in front. You would think you look at the scores and what is needed, but there's 2 blokes in the middle who are going to stay pretty calm. It is a half century for David Warner.
Oh! 4 dot balls in a row. Crowd absolutely love it. Well, 2 very famous faces in these parts. Right, he's decided to try something, goes across his stumps, but that will be the end. Mark Chapman takes a simple catch to dismiss his fellow New Zealander.
And the captain of the Spirit departs. So Kane Williamson gone for 19. They still require 89 from 44.
Warner's done very well to get the ball there. He made his mind early to come at the bowler, but then with not much room, has done very well to go square. Yeah, into the surface he goes, still tries to go straight, and the ball sticks in his hand. Yeah, well, he'd normally have a glove on, so maybe that just felt a little odd for him. He knew it was time to find another gear. He had to, and he's basically gone from first to 5th gear. Now he goes full. That is smart bowling. He may have been expecting that ball to go into the surface again, but Scott Curry is such a clever bowler.
Smith gone for 12. They still require 63 from 27.
Yeah. It's good from David Warner. Not sure about the length of the field, though, going maybe a little too full on that occasion, and it allows for the boundary straight down the ground. 58 is required from 25.
The crowd thought so. Firmly whacked into the turf by Ashton Turner. It's of the palm of the hand. Some will call it the wrist. Oh, that's absolutely enormous. Fielder at deep backward square. Mark Chapman could do nothing about it. It was such a crisp strike from Ashton Turner. 49 needed from 20. Sliced away, just opened the blade, and it's too much for Chapman to try and cut off. Clever batting from Turner. Slapped away. There is no one out at long off.
Oh.
Now he wants it. Umpire Gough nods in the affirmative, raises the finger, and Warner walks. He knows it. And with it, probably the London Spirit's chances in this game.
Good innings from David Warner tonight.
Again, pace off from Tongue, completely foxing Sean Dixon. Well, that was quick, and it could be caught, and is, yeah. Extra pace got big on Dixon. Balloons up in the air off the glove. Jos Buttler does the rest. And it's all a bit of deck of cards.
Sean Dixon has to depart for 2. 34 runs needed, 11 balls left.
And slaps his first ball over extra cover for 4. Spliced high, Ashton Turner. You gotta go. Lewis Gregory pouches it, holds it close to his chest, and that is so well deserved by Sonny Baker, who gets 1 in the wicket column.
Turner has to depart for 13.
Shouts a catch. I don't think anyone is unless they're in the crowd. Oh, misfield. Oh, and it's going to have the pace to go all the way. Surely not. First ball goes for 4. The crowd silent. I think 3 people applauded. Superb skills. He wants to, Jamie Overton. He wants to get back on strike. And he's not gonna. Jos Buttler whips off the bails. And Overton just keeps running. Had to go for the London Spirit.
You know, he needed to get back on strike. The fielder gets it in his hand.
And the 6-match losing run at home comes to an end for the Manchester Originals. Delight and relief for Captain Phil Salt and for those who are here at Emirates Old Trafford. Been a really good all-round performance. There was a bit of fight from the London Spirit towards the back end. You've got to say that that start that Ben McKinney gave them with the bat, the way that Sonny Baker bowled with the new ball, overall that is a really good complete team performance by the Manchester Originals, and they get their first win of the season. So the tale of the tape, Manchester Originals 163 for 6 off their 100 balls, and the London Spirit fall 10 short. It's the Manchester Originals who take the points tonight.
Subscribe now to enjoy sports from across the world.